Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. We're on day 23 of my walking challenge. I thought it was important to get on here and talk about my feelings today. I am going out to Olive Garden and I'm feeling very anxious about it. I feel like I get this way because of the relationship I have always had with food. I am changing my relationship, but it definitely takes time and a lot of hard work. So eating out is definitely one of those things that is a little more challenging for me. It brings up a lot of fears, triggers, and I kind of am just scared that I will go down into I could say like a path that I've been down before, and I don't want to get triggered into that same path, I guess, if that makes sense, because it's just very triggering for me, foods like that, and I don't want them to be. I don't want eating out to be an experience like that. It always has been, but I want to be okay with certain foods, and slowly I've been able to prove to myself that I can. Like, I can be okay just eating half a candy bar, a few chips in a bag, but it always hasn't been like that. In the past, if I were to buy a bag of chips, I couldn't just grab a few out and be satisfied with that. I couldn't find satisfaction until I ate the whole bag, which would it really leave me satisfied? No, because I would feel bad after eating a whole bag of chips. So I have my chips here that I have been eating on my weight loss journey because I'm a chip girl. I love chips. When I started my 100 days of weighing in, these were my to-go-to. And the serving on the back is 7 servings, but I would eat these in 3 days because I have never been able to portion out things to feel that satisfaction of being okay with just a little bit of chips. But I feel like this would, like, it's been slowly, but I have over time been able to learn how to be okay with eating like a serving. It has definitely taken time, but over time things are getting easier, and I've had 2 servings out of it and I still have a pretty good chunk of them. So that is the whole thing about your weight loss journey. It takes time, and these little chips have taken some time. That's what I want for the eating out aspect, is like, it's hard, but I don't want to keep pushing myself away from restaurants and being terrified to eat out and kind of avoiding them. I feel like if I avoid them forever, that's just going to eventually push me to making even more bad choices in the future. That's how I feel like my mindset is, but I get so anxious about eating out, and there's been times where like I have turned down going to eat out because I am so scared. But it's like, I don't want to turn down going out and eating out with my family because I want to enjoy those times and be able to be okay with eating out. It definitely is a trigger, and I've had to work up to this. I know that I am strong and I know that I can get through it. I just get nervous, and I feel like it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to feel what I'm feeling. But I know that I can do hard things and get through these uncomfortable feelings. I feel like when you are able to overcome those uncomfortable feelings, that is what really helps you on your journey. I have struggled hardcore with getting out and going on my walk today. Usually I go around 12 to 2 o'clock, and it is almost 4 o'clock, but I'm getting out and I am going on my walk, so that is a huge success. It's really hard for me when it goes from bright sunny weather to kind of darker weather. If you can tell, I am wearing my sweater again, so it is a little bit chillier out and just a little bit more of a darker mood, so it's hard for my mentality. I get feeling a little more down inside, so I think that's what makes it a little bit harder for me to get out and go on my walk. But I know that I have a lot to do later in the night, so I won't be able to find time to go on my walk. So we are here, we are going on a walk. I know in general walks help me feel better, but to kind of like push myself to go out and go on my walk is sometimes harder than it should be. I just got home from my walk. I walked for 31 minutes and got around 3,100 steps. I definitely was in a lower mood before my walk, but like my walks always do, they always make me feel better, even though sometimes it is hard to get started on my walks. They always make me feel so much better. So I am glad I got outside today and went on my walk. I am making lunch right now, so I thought I could show you how I make my sandwich. Start off with the bread, and I'm going to set you down. I have my mayo. I'll add probably like a tablespoon, and then I mix it in with the ground flaxseed and some pepper. Surprisingly, the ground flaxseed with the mayo and the pepper tastes so good together. You wouldn't think so. Well, at least for me, I was a little nervous to try it at first, but I'm like, you know, I need to find a way to incorporate flaxseed in my life to get those omega fatty acids. So this is what I found that works for me. I've also found that you can add it into yogurt, but I like chia seeds better for that. I just feel like this is more, it reminds me of hummus, and so I feel like I'm adding hummus into yogurt, and I feel like that's like weird. I don't know, so I feel like it makes more sense with a sandwich. I know a lot of people who are vegan just make like hummus sandwiches, and so I feel like the consistency is of that, and it tastes so good. I don't know, I feel like I did something by mixing the flaxseed with the mayo. So that's what it looks like when it's all spread out. Then you gotta make sure you're adding all your veggies. So I've got my tomatoes that I'll be putting on, and I recently just started eating avocados. In all my videos, you'll be hearing me, and you'll probably get sick of me saying this, but for my electrolytes, and it seems to really be helping. So avocados will be going on here. I also have my vegan plant-based lunch meat that I like to add onto here. It really makes me feel like I'm eating a real sandwich. I am a sandwich girl as well. Like I said with the chips in a sandwich makes me feel like I am just living my best life. Okay, this took a little turn. If I only had one meal left for my life, it would be a sandwich and freaking chips, because nothing makes me feel more satisfied than a sandwich and chips. And I love the sandwich meat because I get like 5 slices, and it just seems like so much thicker than regular meat and full of protein, and it fills me up. That's also with like the flaxseed, has lots of protein and high in protein, high in fiber. Perfect. I'll find anything to get me high in fiber, high in protein. That's like what my weight loss journey now is finding anything that's high fiber, high protein, what's gonna fill me up, make me feel satisfied. I have been doing my best to stay away from processed meats. It's been a little bit of a challenge because that's where I got most of my protein in, was like the frozen plant-based meat, but I'm really trying to get away from that now, and it's taking some time, and there's going to be times where I still eat it, which is okay, but I don't eat it as much as I used to. I had to go grab this out of the freezer so I could hurry and show you, but I'm talking about this when I'm talking about processed foods. This is something that I could eat probably within a week, but I'm trying to limit how much of this that I eat. And I've had this for probably about, I would say 2 weeks now, so I'm doing really well with this. I have been eating my sandwich meat, which is still processed, but it's better when I looked at the ingredients and everything. So I feel like I'm like taking a step in the right direction. I also am trying to eat more tofu, which is a lot better than the processed stuff. I've got my delicious avocado that I am just going to plop right on to the bread. I use half an avocado, and the avocado seriously is the thing that fills me up and makes me feel so satisfied. I'm not really a fan of lettuce on my sandwiches, but this avocado, tomato, oh my gosh, oh my god, I forgot the cheese. How could I do that? What is wrong with me? Who forgets cheese on their sandwich? I'm a monster. How am I going to do this? Okay, there we go. I could go without the cheese on my sandwich because the avocado just really makes it so delicious, but I love cheese, so we cannot go without the cheese. Now, there we go. So delicious. Let's go in for a bite. So freaking good. I made that. So good. And then you take a bite and you need a chip to wash the sandwich down. So good. I think eating a nice, fulfilling lunch like this will help me be more successful at Olive Garden. I'm going into the mindset that like I'm going to have a salad, I'm going to allow myself to have a couple breadsticks and order what I want. I don't go out to eat often, and it's not like I'm planning to eat out every single night. This is just something that has come up that I am going to go out and not put shame on myself for doing. I think that's something that I do often, is shame myself for things. So we are not going into Olive Garden with shame. We are going in to enjoy and have fun, and that's the mindset that I am going to be keeping. I think that is the best way to stay successful on my journey, is to keep bringing in those positive thoughts and pushing out those negative ones. I just got back from Olive Garden and I had a really fun time. My wife and I are gonna take our puppies on a late night walk. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Remember to stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!